My name's Declan Ackroyd and I'm the photography lecturer at Stoke-on-Trent College. I got into photography when I was about 15 or 16 years old, choosing to do that at A level and then take it further and do it at degree level. I liked photography because I like to capture sort of moments in time and reality, but I also have this other sort of enjoyment of capturing things that are maybe a little bit uncomfortable or seem a bit out of place, and photography is quite a useful vehicle to kind of capture that, whether it's through documenting my wider art output or purely through photography itself. My favourite style? I don't know really. I quite like, it varies from time to time. I've gotten quite into architectural photography at the moment. I've been taking some pictures of a local church and working in collaboration with them recently to document things for their archive because it's 250th anniversary. Stylistically, I also, through my job, I take a lot of sort of portrait photographs, nothing particularly interesting, usually just for sort of staff lanyards and things. But my enjoyment really, it stems from analogue photography. It's probably the one that I enjoy the most. I like to sort of collect old negatives, and I like to collect old out-of-date film and photograph things on that because I quite like the uncanniness that you get from that sort of process. I've got a few favourite photographers, largely for different sort of reasons. Ones that sort of spring to mind are, I really like Nan Goldin's photos. I really like the sort of tenderness which she has in her photography and how she documents quite difficult situations, ranging from anything from like domestic violence to sort of queer culture in the 70s and 80s, but I think she does it with a really tender way, which I think is quite beautiful. Another photographer that I really appreciate is Richard Billingham, and particularly his series Raise a Laugh. I quite like the sort of accidental nature of those photos, and I like how kind of gritty and real they are. They're probably the two that spring to mind.
My name's Michael Shaw and I'm doing graphics and photography in Stoke-on-Trent College. I got into photography in year 10 as one of my options. Didn't do so well in year 10, but wanted to redeem myself in college, and turns out I'm pretty good at photography, not unlike I was in year 10, but I decided to pick it because I was very passionate about it, and I felt like, you know what, do something unique that not many people pick. Favourite photography style's horror, mainly the gothic aspect. of photography because the aesthetic and the overall look of Gothic photography really speaks out to me more than any other option of genres in photography. I don't have a favourite photographer in particular. There's a lot. Gothic horror isn't a genre with a lot of photographers. People decide to remain anonymous for the work. So my inspiration from artists came from nowhere. My pictures were mainly taken from random ones I'd found on Google or Pinterest. So in reality, I don't really have a favourite photographer to say for horror. I've just really done my own work as I've wished.
My name is Sam Reynolds. I go to Caldenstoke College. I study photography and graphic design. I've always quite liked photography, but up until just before I did my GCSEs, I got really into it, which is why I chose to do it as a BTEC. I chose to take it further because I found it fun and it's just entertaining. My favourite type of photography is toy photography. It's where you pose models in a studio or outside using the terrain given to you by whatever. I find it fun because I get to do what I want, I get to do it where I want, and it's just fun. I don't have any artists I would choose in particular. There are a few that I do enjoy, but they're all kind of small artists that no one really knows the name of. And I barely know the name of them.